MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the American League's Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Minnesota Twins.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Jose Barrios is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. To his left, Polanco. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting second here tonight, the left fielder, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's gone 3 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
set. Here it comes. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Buxton going back on it, and it's gone. Carlos Correa with a 2-run shot. His first homer here in the series, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
I'm cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there. But it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park. To the opposite field, no less. Now that is some man strength.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Manny Machado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
2-1.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full. Lucas Duda is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. The next 3-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Lucas Duda now. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's hitless in 6 tries. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Way in front of that fastball. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up at Target Field. It's now 2-0 Houston. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Garrett Cole will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like, and this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Leading off with the Twins, the second baseman, number 2, Ryan Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Two and 1 now to the Twins leadoff man.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Very weakly on the ground. Here now the 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Gaddis is after it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Batting second, right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
First offering on its way. Ball. Missed with a breaking ball.
0-1, no strike.
Strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Hard hit ball to second. Altuve has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. The next Twin up, Miguel Sano, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Cole has his target. 1-1 on its way. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. So that'll extend the inning and keep it alive for Charlie Blackmon.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. One strike now from Cole. Ball one.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 2-0. Evan Gaddis now standing in. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-1. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. The next 3-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And that misses ball one. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 1 for 5. The 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit in the air to shallow center. Buxton on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 8, first baseman number 10, Julian.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low apparently.
1-1, no strike.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
You got 2 balls.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
That's
Can't
ball
find
3.
the zone there, and it's 3-1. Ian Happ would be next. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Batting 9th, center fielder number 8, Ian Happ.
Next up for the Stros, Ian Happ, man at first after the 2-out walk. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Gurriel is off at first with 2 away. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
First pitch on its way.
Counts
And a
1-0.
curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Counts 21.
Pitch is piling up. 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Hits this one hard the other way. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Line drive, base hit down the line. 1 run is scored. Now a third runner heading for the plate. He'll score easily as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Carlos Correa, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike two.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
3 runs already home here. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And that misses 2-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Here now the 2-2. This is line to left, and a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Here's Manny Machado now. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Lucas Duda, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Squared that one up just a little late. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Blackman. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 6 and the Twins nothing. Up next for Minnesota, Logan Morrison. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike 1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Nope.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a ball down. One out, nobody on. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Buxton ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. Count still full, 3-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ready now, Mike Moustakas. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Cole gets the sign, trying to work it full on 3-1. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
First offering on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Ball and a strike.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 left for Minnesota. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another chance? Kevin Gaddis looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Gaddis, who's sometimes called Bull for apparent reasons. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
In now, Josh Reddick. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, Yuli Gurriel, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ground ball right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Kyle Gibson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1-0 the count.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Gibson stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Happ with a 2-1 count now.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Three and one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup. And what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run. So much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Reddick, the runner at third. Gurriel over at second. Happ on at first with nobody out. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Buxton giving chase, but he can't get to it, and this might clear the bases. And he's in there safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 10-0 score. Ready once again, Alex Bregman. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. The 3-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. The 3-1 is taken for strike 2.
You got a full count. 3-2.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Correa singled home a run in his last time up. First offering on its way. And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
None out, runners at first and second. Popped him up. Sano is there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The third baseman, number 13.
One out now in the Houston third. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Has a look, now the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Machado now on 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And there's ball 2 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Lucas Duda, who'll be the 9th man to bat in the inning, barring a double play, waits on deck. The 3-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. This one's down to third. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roy, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. The 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Digging in to try it again, Evan Gattis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Bregman at third, Machado at second. Duda is over at first with 1 away. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it comes, the 3-0. There's a heater in there for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Here's the 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again, fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground to third. The Dozier for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 home. That misses. 2-0.
2-0.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Full count now, 3-2. Brian Dozier is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
The second baseman, number 2.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Fastball that just misses inside.
Ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Eddie Rosario waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Ready with the 1-0. Change up low, 2-0.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Line to the right side. Reddick is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
First baseman number 23, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano, a base hit in his first trip. Full sets. First pitch on the way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. Here it comes, 2-0. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And the 2-1. A high fastball is in there.
2-2.
2 out with the man at first. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Twins wind up stranding one. They trail in this one 11-0. Digging in once again, Josh Reddick. A fly out and a single for him so far.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Dribbled up the line. And he'll just make it to the bag, a step or two ahead, and there's the first out. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Striding in once again, Yuli Gurriel. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Up middle and off his leg. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First offering on its way. Hit hard to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. One left for Houston, but they lead it 11-0. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Charlie Blackmon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup over the inside corner. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
In for strike 2.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Favorable call in there for a strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Cole's ready. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Bregman going back on it, and this one is gone. A home run. Solo home run for Byron Buxton. His first homer so far in the series, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Machado in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Astros 11 and the Twins 1. Ready for another shot now, Alex Bregman. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First pitch on its way. Smoke toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Dozier is calling for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The third baseman.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed up a little high. Bregman, base runner at first with 1 out. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of 1, though.
Here's Lucas Duda now as he hits one on a line to left field. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and foul tipped straight back off the catcher's mask, and that cannot be a pleasant feeling. A runner on first with 2 away. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Again, a 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Sano is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 12 and the Twins 1. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Ramos, a former Tampa Bay Ray. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. First time up, he went down looking. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. And there are 2 away now.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. It was a walk in his last trip. Cole gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Ready once again, Josh Reddick. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and it goes right past him out there at short. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Ready for another chance? Yuli Gurriel. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Reddick aboard here at first with nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. So 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Rosario is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in once again, Ian Happ. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. And this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Again, another foul ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Payoff pitch on its way. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros leave one, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Houston, number 50, Charlie Morton.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he has a 3-for-12 line. First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Digging in to try it again, Logan Morrison. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. Here's the 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. 1 left for Minnesota. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hey now.
Nope.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitchers' purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Astros, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
1 out, nobody on. Down the third baseline. And past past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. The throw into second. And he'll get in there safely.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take a look at ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. This is foul right side. Correa, the runner at second with one away. And he lays off this one down and in for ball two. The 2-1 is in off the plate.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Sano has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more. Lucas Duda is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt, and almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Astros plate one on a couple of hits. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. The Astros lead it 13-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Byron Buxton comes in 1-for-2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Tapper up the line. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Up next for Minnesota, Mike Moustakas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Wilson Ramos waits on deck. Bases are empty, one man out. That one's in there, 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson
Here's the
Ramos.
catcher, Wilson Ramos. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he comes in as a .316 hitter. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
No balls, 2 strikes.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2
And a
strikes.
splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco.
As he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Twins wind up stranding 1, and they remain well behind. Taylor Rogers enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Taylor Rogers.
Ready for another shot now, Josh Reddick. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 3-1 pitch takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And there's out number 2.
Center fielder number 8, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face. The 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Brian Dozier.
First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Miguel Sano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Dozier, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Correa shading to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder,
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Charlie Blackmon. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Split-fingered fastball there inside, 2-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Now the 3-0 offering. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And Morrison in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
2 down, runners at first and second. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
Here it is, the 3-0. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-1 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair, and as you can see, they are way behind. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of baseball on MLB Network. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Altuve. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Turning for second is Altuve. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1 ball, no strikes to count. No one out with a runner at second. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Dozier is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
So striding forward now, Carlos Correa. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Altuve stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton is in pursuit, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Riding in once again, Manny Machado. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looped out towards short. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Here's Lucas Duda now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. This catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he just misses with a curveball. The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runner on first with 2 away. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. Astros lead this one 14-1. Into the box now, Byron Buxton. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
1-2.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To second for 1. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Moustakas leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
A man on third with 2 down. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Knocks one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
0-1 the count. Two out with the man at first. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Final strike for the Twins. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
(14-2) the final score in this one. The Houston Astros have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Garrett Cole pitches well enough to get the W. Jose Barrios gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
40,000.